Welcome back to the Caregiver Minute, where every weekday family and professional caregivers gather to refine their skills, gain inspiration, and prepare to serve. I recently saw an interesting interview with a man named Mark Sparks, who has founded and built and sold multiple companies for 7 to 9 figures. His latest venture is building hospitals, and he's built 19 of them in the last few years. The interviewer asked him how he was able to maintain such a positive attitude in spite of everything that the pandemic threw at him and everything that building and operating hospitals tends to throw your way. His answer was inspiring and instructive to all of us. He said, "You have to get used to getting hit in the face with tennis balls." He went on to explain that we all have things that come our way that are unpleasant. All sorts of roadblocks. In the case of building hospitals, he said most of what he runs into involves regulations and regulators. And he said, I had to learn that a lot of people think that what's flying at them is like a 140-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's going to kill them. But if you just take it, you realize, oh, that was more like a tennis ball, not a fastball. Sometimes the problem coming your way is so big it feels like someone launched a bowling ball at you and it's coming at you at 80 miles an hour. But it's really just a tennis ball. In other words, there are all sorts of problems that might come up. And yet if we face them and endure them, they might sting and they might be a reminder that we don't want to go down that road again, but we'll make it through. And Mark said that by learning to just take tennis balls to the face every day, and even learning to love that, he recognized that the reward is on the other side of those tennis balls. Building 19 hospitals that do great work and attract really committed team members and make a difference in people's lives is a rewarding thing to do. You just have to go through a lot of pain to make it happen, and most people are unwilling to endure that level of pain. Mark's comments reminded me of something one of my friends told me a few months ago. A friend is a marathon runner, and he said, Eric, if you get comfortable being uncomfortable, you become unstoppable. Well, as family and professional caregivers, we face all kinds of challenging situations. There are a lot of painful things that we deal with, whether we're taking care of someone in the home or we're serving people in a professional healthcare setting. There's a lot in just the last few years that seems to have ratcheted up the intensity of everything that we're dealing with. But if we follow Mark's example, they're all the equivalent of tennis balls coming at us. Maybe we can get a little bit more used to sitting with what's uncomfortable and working through each problem as it arises, but continuing to put a smile on our faces, because on the other side of all that pain are a lot of great moments, a lot of impact in other people's lives, and a lot of reasons to keep doing the hard things that we're choosing to do. I hope today you'll take some time to consider what's coming at you and how you might start viewing it as just a tennis ball that might sting, but you can look at it and say, bring it on. I've endured a lot of those tennis balls in the past, and I'm going to make it through this one as well. After all, you and I have a 100% success rate getting through the tough days so far, and chances are we'll make it through whatever we're facing right now as well. I hope taking some time to ponder that and to consider ways that you can embrace the challenges that you're facing gives you strength and courage to keep on going. And I look forward to seeing you again soon for another episode of the Caregiver Minute.